Rotimi, this season?
I want to see a more robust football from all the club sides. Yes, we've seen a bit of good turnout from the fans last season. I want to see more of that. Somebody was asking me, do the Nigerian club side own their stadiums, whether they own it or not?
Only Ifeanyi
Only Ifeanyi has a stadium, I guess. Whether they own it or not, let people come in. I mean, we want to see a situation where fans are able to come in, enjoy the best of football, and then go back to their houses, you know, very safe. That's what we want to see this season. So, for the timing of our football matches as well, maybe the LMC should look into that so that we can get more folks come to the stands. I think it's going to be exciting this season with the new teams coming on board as well. There are no pushovers, likes of MFM, Ikorodu United, Plateau FC as well.
Plateau
I mean,
United.
Niger Tornadoes.
Yeah.
You can't push over
Traditional clubs.
Traditional clubs. They've been there before, except for Ikorodu United and MFM. So it's going to be a tough one. It's going to be an exciting one. I'm particularly excited that at least every week in Lagos, we get to see one of the teams play. If it's not MFM, it will be Ikorodu United. So there's a whole lot of football to look forward to seeing. And the NPFL promises to be fun this season. Yes, the social media is also excited about it. The TV, I'm praying for a better TV right. Maybe not this season, but at least we should get to see something more convincing, more games on TV, so that
better coverage.
I mean, so that we can get to talk more about it. We can get to enjoy more of these things, and then I just hope that the better team at the end of week 38 gets to win.
Champions.
Yeah.
All right, that's our Know Your MPFL Club for today. Tomorrow will be the last edition, and of course we'll be doing the last 4 clubs to complete the 20. We started on Monday, so tomorrow you'll find out exactly which clubs we'll be talking about on this part of the show. But guys, I must thank you for your time.
Thank you very much.
On Sports Tonight, we need to go on a quick break now. When we return, we have very little time left, but enough for Femi Adefeso to tell us 1 or 2 things about basketball. Join us again. All right, Joe Wilfred Songa crashing out of the Rio Open. A little bit of a surprise, but that's how the game goes sometimes. But it's time for us to talk basketball now. Femi Adefeso is joining us on the show. Femi, thank you for coming on the show. We have very little time left, but there's a lot of basketball to talk about because we had a lot that happened in the week under review, the All-Star game,
yes.
A whole lot, and regular season is resuming. Just fill us in with all that we need to know. Let's start with domestic basketball first, and we'll talk about the NBA All-Star game. The Women's League is not starting as scheduled?
Yes, it's not going to be starting on the 28th of February. Teams have been looking forward to it, but they've been given a breather. March 4th is when it will be starting. I think it also...
So it's just been moved by a week?
A week. So yeah, it helps the team better prepare.
But nothing has happened to the guys?
The guys are starting... March 11th, beg your pardon. March 11
for the guys?
League, yes.
But for the women, from February 28th?
Exactly.
To March 4.
To March 4. And the beautiful thing is although it's the same first phase in Abuja, that's where it will be taking place, and the final phase to be in Lagos. But the second phase, which is very crucial, we've been told that it's left open. Usually, Ilorin will take it, or we go to Asaba. And in time past, we've seen Akure, but we're hearing teams, from the eastern part of the country actually showing interest. We heard Uyo have written and have shown interest, and we heard even Enugu too has shown interest, in Austin. I think it would be nice, if we have a different feel of the Nigerian environment, and maybe we haven't seen teams from this part of the country also produce teams in the league. So this might also be one of the key ways of luring, the basketball culture to grow. in those environments, particularly in the eastern part, of the country where has lacked a lot of teams are playing at the top level of the game of basketball. So let's see how the second phase will go. We're hearing they will be putting up their interest in all of that. So we would appreciate if they can, because I for one too will be looking forward to seeing basketball played on that side of
let's move the game around. Let's move the game around.
Absolutely.
Even the NBA is being moved around now to some other parts of the world. So let's keep the game. Let's move the game around. Exactly. But let's talk about the All-Star game. But let's look for the Nigerian interest first of all. A certain young girl had the time of her life.
I tell you.
Temitope Amodu. Tell us the story of Temitope Amodu.
Temitope Amodu is a player that comes from Lagos. She's
basketball
one of the girls,
player.
Yes, she's one of the players who played in.
And that's the picture of the girl with Steve Curry and some of the top.
This is also the lady on the left, Elena Donadon, is the most valuable player of the WNBA. So she's with 2 MVP, yes, Steph Curry and Elena. And she's one girl who is a special athlete. She's physically challenged, and she was part of the Special Olympics team, that went to the World Games, in 2015. She coincidentally also made the under-16 team, to go for the championship, but because of, her challenge in terms of, she's deaf in hearing, she couldn't be a part of the team, but she's arguably one of the most talented, basketball players you come across anywhere. And due to her performance at the World Games, the Special Olympic Games, she got an invite to come to Toronto, to come be a part of what they call the Unified Game. That was a special game that was played as part of the All-Star Weekend ceremonies, for special athletes, across the world. And she was invited all the way from Nigeria, and she was there. She had so much fun. You could see how she was expressing herself so much on social media. And it's really nice, that your talents can take you anywhere in the world.
Irrespective of whatever disability you think you have.
Exactly.
There's ability in disability.
Exactly. So this is a good picture for parents, who have kids who are, struggling with different challenges. You don't hide them, bring them out, let them express themselves, let them live up, to their talent. And a sad one coming, from the camp of Barcelona, our center man, Olasheni Lawal, is going to be out for the next 3 months as he underwent surgery on a torn meniscus in his knee. Which is.
But it should be back on time for the Olympic Games?
Yes, I think it's 3 months recovery, so that's 2 months before the Olympics in August. So enough time for him to, come back, get rehab, and also play some games. And with the number of preparatory games planned for the D Tigers, because we heard they'll be going on tour in Europe, and of course I'll be playing some friendlies, in the Americas, before going to Brazil. So I think it will be enough time for him to
get back to
shape. But we're really going to be missing him in action, because I, for one, he's been one of the reasons why we're keeping tabs, of even the EuroLeague, and of course why we won, the AfroBasket in 2015.
All right, so that's how we have to wrap it up on Sports Tonight. Femi, thank you so much for the tidbits on basketball, but I have to say thank you to you for watching and for making us a part of your night. We'll be here to do it one more time this week, and that will be tomorrow. But enjoy the rest of the night, and enjoy the night as well. Bye-bye now.